All right, you are now live.
Thank you very much. So welcome to the Grants Committee meeting for July 10th, 2023. My name is Kathy Daigle-Gammon. I am the Councilor for District 1, Waverly Fall River, Musquodoboit Valley, and Chair of the Grants Committee. We will start with our call to order and land acknowledgement, in that the Halifax Regional Municipality is located in Mi'kma'ki, the ancestral and the traditional lands of the Mi'kmaq people. The municipality acknowledges the peace and friendship treaties signed in this territory and recognizes that we are all treaty people. So we'll do the roll call. Joseph Allen, our Vice Chair.
Morning.
Good morning, Joseph. Councillor Lisa Blackburn.
Happy Monday, everybody.
Good morning, Councillor Becky Kent.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Councillor Lindell Smith might be joining us later. Alex Handyside.
Hello, good morning from foggy District 5.
Good morning, Alex. Stefan Ludin.
Good morning from Bedford.
Oh,
Good morning, Stefan. And to the little person behind you who was auditing our meeting, keep us all informed. Leona Millam, I think. No. Io Alabajabi.
Good morning from Parkland Mall here on Spring Garden Road.
Good morning, Io. And Alana Baxter.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning. And Alana just let us know this morning, colleagues, that this is her last meeting. We will miss her very much. Just letting you know, Alana, you can watch from afar. Send us an email when we don't do something right. How's that? With us today also our staff, PJ Temple, who is a team lead with grants, tax, and special projects.
morning.
Morning. I'm not sure, is Peter with us today as well?
No.
On my list, it says that we also have Lisette Formier, who is a program coordinator with Halifax Transit.
Yeah, Lisette is on the call.
I am indeed. Hello.
Hello, thank you, Lisette, for joining us. And also it says Carolyn Penny, Senior Financial Consultant. Is Carolyn with us?
No, she has another meeting she has to attend, so you're stuck
Okay.
with just me.
Good. And keeping us in order and organized is our lovely legislative assistant, Elizabeth McDonald. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning.
So our next item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes of June 12th, 2023. Any errors or omissions? Hearing none, ask for a motion to approve the minutes.
Motion, Alana.
Thank you, Alana. A seconder?
Second.
Seconder, I think I saw Io there. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion is carried. And now we have the approval of the order of business and the approval of additions or deletions. Elizabeth, are there any additions or deletions?
There are no additions or deletions.
So would someone like to approve the order of business, please?
I move the order of business as presented.
Thank you, Lisa. Seconder.
Second.
Thank you, Alex. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Monday already. Opposed, nay. Motion is carried. Thank you. Business arising out of the minutes, there are none. And a call for declaration of conflicts of interest. I actually may have a conflict of interest for item 9.1.2, which is the Rural Transit Funding Program. I sit ex officio on the board of Musco Rider. So I believe I can still chair, I just will not vote.
And
Yeah.
Sorry, Madam Chair.
Yes,
So- So my conflict is with item 9.11. I am involved with an organization that supports Souls Harbor. So I believe that will be conflict.
Io, do you sit on the board? Do you have?
No, I don't. I do not sit on the board, but the organization that I'm part of, we do provide funding and support and volunteer opportunities to Souls Harbor.
Okay. I might ask PJ, do you know if that relationship would qualify as a conflict of interest?
Madam Chair, sorry,
Oh,
I asked
PJ was, Alex, just one moment, please,
Sorry.
and then we'll get PJ to answer, and then we'll go to you, if that's all right. Thanks.
Madam Chair, I can't say with certainty, but if I was going to err either way, if the participant is uncomfortable in that manner and wishes to avoid any speculation, then I think that would be preferable. I mean, certainly, respecting IO's position in relation to the group.
Yep. Great. Io, thank you. We'll respect that. Alex, yes?
Yeah, sorry, I was going to say that I'm a member of Rotary, and Rotary funds a large number of organizations, including 2 that are on that list. I would not consider myself to be in a conflict of interest just because the organization that I'm a volunteer with happens to provide some funding to them.
I agree. Okay. So, so now we have the 2 conflicts declared, IO for 9.1.1 and myself for 9.1.2.
So IO, when we get to 9.1.1, we would just ask you to turn off your camera and mute yourself while the item is being discussed.
Thank
And
you.
you just won't be able to engage in the discussion.
Great. Moving on then, Elizabeth, will I do the same for 9.1.2? And then have our vice chair chair for that item?
Yeah, I think that would be best if Joseph could assume
Absolutely.
the role of chair. I think that would be the easiest.
Yep.
For
Vice
9.1.
chair, are you amenable to that, please, sir?
I am. I can do that. Yes.
Thank you very much, Joseph. So moving on, consideration of deferred business, there is none. Correspondence, petitions, and delegations. Is there any correspondence, Elizabeth?
No, none has been received by the clerk's office.
And any petitions?
No petitions.
Great. And then presentations, there are none. It brings us information items brought forward. There are none. So now we're on 9.1.1, which is the tax relief for nonprofits for 2023. And I would ask a member to put the motion on the floor, please. It's in your packages. Thank you, Councillor Blackburn. Lisa.
I can do that, Madam Chair.
Thank you.
All right. I move that the Grants Committee recommend that Regional Council 1 approve the addition of 22 properties to Administrative Order 2014-001-ADM as detailed in the discussion section of the staff report dated June 5th, 2023, at an estimated combined cost of $253,359 from operating account M311-8006. 2, approve 6 one-time grants in support of properties developed under the auspices of the Federal Rapid Housing Initiatives Program, Phase 1 and Phase 2, as listed in the discussion section of the staff report dated June 5th, 2023, at an estimated combined cost of $46,055 from operating account M11-8006. 3, suspend the application of sections 7C and 7D of Administrative Order 2014-001-ADM in fiscal year 23-24, excuse me, by amending the administrative order as set out in attachment 2 of the staff report dated June 5th, 2023. 4, approve records management corrections and amendments as listed in the discussion section of the staff report dated June 5th, 2023, and as set out in attachment 2 of the staff report dated June 5th, 2023. And 5, adopt the amendments to Administrative Order 2014-001-ADM as set out in attachment 2 of the staff report dated June 5th, 2023, including adopting attachments A through E attached to attachment 2 to repeal and replace schedules 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30 of the administrative order. I so move.
Thank you. A seconder, please. Vice Chair Joseph, thank you. And now we can go to our staff. Is there anything of the report that you would like to highlight, PJ or Caroline, to speak to the report? And then we'll go through the speakers list that's on our agenda.
Thank you, Madam Chair. It's the annual volume. This is a very large report. We understand that, but part of the reason for that is the attachments themselves form part of the administrative order. And we have over 800 properties in the program, hence the length of it. But I think that does give full accountability. The public can see who is included and which properties and at what levels. So it's an annual chore, but I think it's certainly worthwhile. The only thing that I would draw attention to is the issue with the annual reporting compliance. We give every organization that's in the program receives what's called a confirmation form. It's a one-page form, and that's sent out with their October bill. This year, as of the June 30th deadline, we have 67 organizations who have not complied. And that's organizations, some of those organizations own more than one property. So suffice to say, we have yet again suspended the application of sections 7C and 7D, which is where we would otherwise prorate and deduct something from their tax relief award. We're not going to resolve that today. I just wanted to bring that to your attention. But when we do the proposed new administrative order with the redesign, we'll come back and maybe have a different approach to that. Part of the issue is that June 30th deadline, because the current policy requires or did require that we would list all of those in a report to council. In effect, it holds everybody up. So you can't actually start the report until probably mid-July. So those that have complied, it's an unintended consequence to those who have met their obligations. So we think it's important to address that, but hopefully we'll do so for next year, 2024. Other than that, happy to take questions of clarification from the committee.
Great. Thank you very much, PJ. And now we'll go down through the speakers list. Councillor Lisa Blackburn. Any questions or comments?
Thank you, Madam Chair. No questions at this time. Thank you.
Great. Councillor Becky Kent.
And for me, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Alex, Handyside. You're up.
Yes. Let me find it. Executive summary, page 3. Just for the record, PJ, well, through the chair, what's the difference between Schedule 28 reduction of 50% of residential rate and Schedule 30 reduction of 50% of residential rate?
Through you, Madam Chair. All the properties on Schedule 30 are affordable housing. There'll be very few that would have a commercial assessment to them. The anomaly might be, let's say, Dartmouth Nonprofit Housing Society have a property on Octoloni Street, but it's not used as a permanent place of residence. Schedule 28 is where you'll actually see more that have a commercial classification, which is about 2/3 higher in terms of the tax rate applied. So generally, most of those on Schedule 28 actually get more than 50% because they get a conversion from that commercial to residential rate and then an additional 50%. So that's the key difference.
I see. Yeah, I see the Schedule 28. The only one that you have listed is the Ronald McDonald House. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you, Alex. Stefan he hasn't joined us yet. Okay. Oh, there he is. Stefan.
No question. No questions for me. Thanks.
Okay. Thanks, Stefan. Io
declared a conflict.
Conflict. That's right. Thank you. Alana.
No questions. Thank you.
Okay. And our Vice Chair, Joseph Allen.
no questions, but I do appreciate the effort put into this report. It is very time consuming and very complex to keep all that information on track. So I do appreciate you guys putting all that information together for the committee. It is very comprehensive in comparison of years past, and I'm guessing that's probably just based off of general housekeeping of the programs over the years and trying to collaborate everything together into one. But I do appreciate the effort put forth by the staff for us. So just want to send my appreciation for that.
Thank you.
And I have no questions either. So
It looks like Councillor Blackburn has her hand up.
oh, sorry. Thank you, Elizabeth. I missed that. Lisa?
Hi, thank you. No, just a quick question of PJ. Just wondering if she is expecting groups to come forward next year looking for tax relief because of wildfire damage. Wondering if that has sort of factored into discussions at your table yet.
Through you, Madam Chair, my understanding of the properties damaged by the wildfire, they're primarily privately owned residences, and I believe the 2 daycares were commercial businesses.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There could be an indirect, but I think that's more likely to come through grant requests. So, for example, if a nonprofit daycare had to take additional children and needed more, I don't know, tables and chairs. So it may come through that way.
Gotcha.
The only one, and we haven't had anything yet, would be the destruction of the Wagwaltic building. Their property is in this program. The clubhouse, for those who might not have seen the news, was completely destroyed. And what will happen in that situation is property valuation services will go to the site and they will amend the assessed value. It doesn't go to zero because there's obviously still infrastructure and their tennis
Land.
courts and land and the pools. But they should expect to see a reduction in their assessed value, and that will decrease. When they rebuild, it will be adjusted as those building permits are issued. Now, you might put $3 million into a building, but it might not be assessed at $3 million.
Right.
But we leave that to PDSC and we'll sort of float with that. But certainly, they haven't contacted us in any fashion at this point. If they did, certainly we'd discuss with them and go forward from there.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you. Any other questions from members of the committee? If not, will we call for the, oh, Alex, am I seeing your hand up?
Yeah, not a question, just a statement that it was an unrelated, well, a related matter, but last year when I asked for the reasons why some groups were declined, and I just wanted to say thank you very much for including those reasons why some were declined. I think that's extremely helpful.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Any other questions from the committee? So I would add my compliments, PJ, to a very thorough report. Thank you very much. And we'll now call for the question.
Question.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Motion is carried. And so now we will go to 9.1.2, which is the Rural Transit Funding Program. And I will turn the chair over to our Vice Chair, Joseph Allen. I will turn my camera off and my sound off as I have declared a conflict.
Thank you, Chair. And AO, you may rejoin us. Oh, sorry, apologies. Okay, 9.1.2 Rural Transit Funding Program. I have someone put the motion on the floor. Go ahead, Aya. Were you looking to put the motion on the floor?
I
You're
can do
muted.
that. I can do that if you'd like.
Sure, Councillor Kent, go ahead.
This is 912, right?
Yes, 9.1.2.
I move that the Grants Committee recommend that Regional Council approve grants pursuant to the Rural Transit Grants Administrative Order for the 2023-24 fiscal year to a maximum of $400,000, including the grants set forth in Table 2 of the staff report dated June 13th, 2023. So moved.
Is there a second? Io, thank you.
I'll second.
Appreciate
Sorry,
that. Apologies, I
look-
wasn't sure if you were,
No. I was looking for my mouse to unmute myself and I couldn't find it. So
apologies, I wasn't sure. I was trying to see if there was any type of facial expression, but I didn't see if you were if it was frozen or not. But okay, we can put it to discussions. Is there any discussions? Go down the list. Councillor Kent, is there any questions?
Not right now, but I might come back. I'm trying to find the one I had thought I had, but I forgot it. So, give me a sec.
Okay, if you have a question, just put your hand up there and we can come back to you. Elena Baxter, any questions?
No questions, thank you.
Councillor Blackburn, I apologize. Everybody else has their names in their. Everybody has their names in their in their titles, so I apologize.
Oh, no worries, no worries. No questions for me at this time.
Wonderful. Stefan, any questions? Any questions for you from the little one?
No questions for me.
Perfect. Alex Handyside.
Just a brief general question, and that was, when is the 50 cents per kilometer rate revisited?
Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I just stepped into the meeting, so I wanted to make sure everyone could hear me. Currently, there's no plans to revisit the 50 cents. It's in the administrative order. And so if we wanted to do that, we would have to kind of review the whole admin order and then go to council with it. But there's no plans to change that currently.
Okay. Alice, did that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, very good. And Io, did you have any questions?
no question at this time. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so can I have somebody put the motion to the floor? Or,
So now we can just, if everyone has spoken and no one has any other questions or anything to add, we can call for the question. Yeah, so
it's been a minute since I had to.
you didn't know you were gonna have to chair
I know.
today. So.
Yes.
Question.
Stepping into some big shoes here. So
yeah.
Yes. Okay. Call for the question.
So you can ask all those in favor to say aye and all those opposed to say nay.
Yes, all those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed say nay. Motion carries. And I will happily turn this back over to our
Great job. Good job, Joseph.
Thank you, Joseph.
You learn by doing.
That's exactly right.
Thank you very much, Vice Chair Joseph Allen. We appreciate it. Our next item on the agenda is edit items, and there are none. Date of the next meeting is September 11th, 2023. Before I ask for a motion to approve, as Chair of the Grants Committee, I would like to extend our sincere thanks to our volunteer, Alana Baxter, for her commitment to the Grants Committee and the detail that you always read every report. Always really good, informative questions that have, grown the understanding of your colleagues on the committee. So I really do appreciate your contributions, Alana. Thank you. And I'm a little jealous, but have fun in Cape Breton, girl.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, Madam Chair. It's been a real pleasure. This committee has helped me so much and just gave me so much joy, which is my primary purpose in life. Just very professional group of people, very respectful. Madam Chair, you have modeled excellent parliamentary procedures, which I needed a lot of help on. I continue to refine. Joseph, you did a great job, right, on the fly. But
Appreciate that.
thank you, everyone. It's been a sincere pleasure and privilege.
Thank you.
Lana.
Thank you. Thank you. Happy retirement, Alana.
Yes, we are all
And so
jealous.
ask for a motion to adjourn.
Motion?
Thank you, Vice Chair. Have a beautiful week, everyone.
Yes.
Bye-bye. And to our new addition there, I hope small Ludin there thinks that we did an all right job.
Neil Wooden, all right.
Thank you.
Thanks now.
Have a
Bye-bye.
great week. Thank you,
Thanks a lot,
everyone.
everybody.
Thank you,
Take
PJ.
care.
Bye.
Carolina.
Take care. Thanks.